This is where we leave the forest road, the gravel road, and we head off-piste up into the hills. I don't know if you can see the path, but there's a little inkling of a path, and I know from the last time that I was up here that it was relatively easy to follow. That's pretty good. That didn't take me so long to get there today. I'm sure it took me a lot longer last time. It only took me 20 minutes to get from where we last spoke at the forest road to getting over the fence. And the going's much wetter today. The going is very wet today. Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't know if this is I don't think this is quite halfway. No. I don't know if you can see up there somewhere. Depends where I go, of course, because I don't know if I'm going to stop at Milford today or if I'm going to keep going further along. Feeling pretty good so far, but this isn't a day for me to be like trashing myself. I'm just wanting to have a nice day, and so far I'm having a nice day. How can you not have a nice day when it's like this? So good. So good. Okay, on we go. Rather annoyingly, I stopped like less than 5 minutes ago just over there to fill up my bottle with electrolytes. That's kind of flagging coming up the hills. Feeling a lot better now. Thinking that the water source was, I don't know, further away. Maybe it looked further away. Anyway, it was like 2 or 3 minutes away. So this is where I filled up with water the last time. Didn't die, so here's hoping. I'm probably about 15 minutes from the top here. There is there's like quite a slog just to get up past this last little section. But it's a beautiful day and I feel pretty good, so I'm looking forward to getting up there. Still not sure if I'm going to go left or right. Right is where I went the last time, and it's tempting because then you get a nice sunrise and stuff. But I've been there before, so maybe to the left. Water. It's tempting just to drink it, I'm not going to lie. But that's because I'm not an idiot, but a little bit. I went left, so the last time I camped up there, but I decided just as soon as I got to the top, I just sort of found myself going left. And this is quite a nice spot. I like this for a view. That's pretty nice. Trying to get a flat pitch. I was trying to get somewhere a wee bit sheltered from the wind as well, but I think I'm gonna, and then you're trying not to be on the sheep path and da-da-da-da. This is actually looking quite good. Yeah, when I look back across there, it's not flat at all, but this is flat. And bonus, it's not super boggy. I'm also laughing that I went and carried like 2.5 litres of water up the hill from that spring when there's like a huge big puddle over there. I think this might be our spot. This is looking pretty good. The other bit is it's very rocky here, so a lot of the bits that look flat, they are, but they're just rock underneath. I left my walking poles over there. I've been stabbing the ground with the walking poles to test to see whether or not the ground's rocky, so I can get tent pegs in. Ding ding ding! We have a winner. Home for the night. Trying to decide how annoying it is that it's wind's coming that way, but if I turn my tent round so that the head end's facing the wind, then I might be downhill slightly. So I think I'm probably just going to put up with it. Just put up with it. Ta-da! I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a faff. Just trying to get it a bit more weatherproofed. I got a new one. The last one blew away. You are drone. Drone. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. It's clothes. Oh, wow. It's fine. It's fine. Oh well, that'll do. It's food. Right. It is dinner time, absolutely. It's 5:15. I'm starving. Let's get dinner on. I lay down there and I was going to take my boots off and everything. I've undone them, and I was like, because the sun's coming straight into the entrance to the tent, like it's just beaming straight, and I was just lying in there. I was like, oh, this is just amazing. And then I was like, tomorrow's to be cloudy and windier. I'm a bit disappointed in the wind, not gonna lie. But I felt like I should enjoy the landscape for a little bit before, because I know what I'm like. I'll make my dinner and then I'll crawl inside my tent and I won't want to come back out. It's amazing. I always enjoy a little wander away from my tent so that I can fully appreciate just how... Actually, it's catching the sun a wee bit just now, but how much it blends into the landscape. Just a wee bit annoyed about how much it's catching the wind as well, though. I just can't quite bring myself to turn it round though, because then I'll be facing, like I'd just be sort of facing over there. So I'm making do. Okay, that's me sat and stared at the landscape for like 15 minutes or so. Now it's time for dinner. Yay! What have we got today? We have of course got beef hot pot. What else? It's the answer. It's the answer. That is what we've got. I've also got, because I might not rush back tomorrow, so I brought food for tomorrow as well. So I have a breakfast and a lunch of tent meals. So that's the almond jalfrezi main meal, and then I've got like a porridge for my breakfast. So I put I put them inside one of these Mylar bags, because then I don't need to worry about washing my pot. So I'm likely to want coffee, so it just gets annoying. So that. Ooh, so tempting to eat snacks. Don't eat snacks, wait for your dinner. Right, stove on. I made the devastating mistake of putting too much water into my dinner. Not much too much, but a little too much, which means I'm giving it a little bit longer to soak. So, it looks not too bad. It doesn't look like soup, so we don't have beef soup. So I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I've been so hungry for so long today. Such a long time. I like this one so much. I'm very simple. I was going to say I'm a simple person, but just leave it as I'm simple. Wow. Right then, I'm going to have this and stare at that view for a bit longer, and I'm kind of hoping that we might get a decent sunset. I don't know. I'm not sure what conditions you need for a decent sunset. The sun inevitably will set, and it should set somewhere in that direction. Oh. It's looking pretty nice. I came over what would effectively be further left, further on. I came over for a look to see if this would have been a better camping spot. You never should you? You never should. But my wee tent, you'll not see it, but it's this rocky outcrop. If you look away in the distance, you'll never see it because it's so camouflaged, but it's way over there. Well, I think the sun will set soon, so I'm going to head back along. I'll head back along to my tent. Get out of this wind! I love how up in the hills, all the tracks, they look like vehicle tracks, but it's just two people walking side by side. And they snake all over the hills everywhere. It's really cute. It's a disaster. It's a total disaster. I don't have any caffeinated coffee for the morning. All I've got is decaf. I was just making myself a decaf coffee just now and I was like, oh no. So I guess I won't be hanging around that long tomorrow morning. I think it's just to be cloudy in the morning anyway, so I wasn't thinking I would probably hang around all that long anyway, because I think there won't be that much to see. But this is quite nice. I can't quite see if I'm going to, like, what kind of sunset I'm going to get, but it does look like we're going to get a sunset within the next 20 minutes to half an hour. That's the view just out of the tent there. That's why I'm reluctant to turn it around, because I'm sitting facing straight at it. And by the way, the wind's changed direction slightly anyway, so. Well, honestly, I normally don't stay up and about until after 8 o'clock. This is like some sort of record. It's nearly 8:30, but I am now tucked up in bed. I keep thinking, I hope that wind isn't really annoying. It's quite annoying, but you know, that's part of it, isn't it? It's part of it. It's not always going to be perfect. It was a very nice evening. I'm not really an evening person so much because I go to bed so early and get up so early. This time of year I don't normally see sunsets. I know. I see them in the winter obviously because the sunsets are like 4:30, but I don't normally see the sunsets during the summer. I know. But then I see the sunrises because I get up so early. Don't know if I'll be up early tomorrow though. Don't know. So I think it's to be about 9 degrees overnight, so not too bad. Right, talking of which, I'm going to go to sleep. So I will see you in the morning. Night night. Morning. Wow, it is windy. I've just taken my earplugs out and I hadn't realised, I knew it was windy, but oh my goodness, I hadn't realised just how windy it was. I assume you can hear that. It comes and goes. I had a wee peek out as well. It's just, I can see about 20 metres, something like that. So, never mind. I didn't think I'd see much today. So, I'm just going to get up. Yeah, I'm not going to rush around. I'm just going to get up though and have my breakfast and pack up and head, because there's nothing to look at and it's blowing a gale. So, I had a weird night's sleep. Didn't sleep very much. Well, sort of didn't. The wind was obviously triggering because the side of the tent's sort of bashing against me now and again as well. And it triggered some sort of weird, like not specifically like a nightmare, but like restless, disturbing dreams, and dreams about being in the tent. Like I dreamt there was like two monster trucks out, not monsters, monster trucks outside. They were very nice people and they chatted to me, but that must have just been from the constant noise. I guess I put them into monster trucks because there was no other way they'd have got a vehicle onto the top of the hill. Rational brain. Okay, let's have some breakfast. What a beautiful day. Subtly cinnamon breakfast, a sweet warming and classic porridge packed with juicy dates, pears, topped with linseed and walnut chunks. I usually just bring oats. So it's funny because I come from sort of bushcrafting stuff. I usually carry like some sort of oversized knife with me, but as time's gone by and I've done more just sort of general camping rather than bushcraft camping, this is now my knife. Doesn't want to focus on it. Never mind. It's maybe if I hold it here. It's like teeny tiny, like just the size of your finger, little Opinel knife. It's so sharp though, it's so good. Can also be made as overnight oats, so you just leave it to stand overnight in water if you've got cold water. So I think the idea is to make it in your pot, but I'm going to make it in that wee bag. It surprises me how much rubbish you collect up on a little camping overnight trip. I've got that perplexed look because it makes me think about like waste and like packaging and crap. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it, she says, having brought a miler. Oh, I'm full of contradictions and bullshit. Yes. And of course no coffee, which is it's not just devastating. That's as bad as it gets. All I've got is decaf and tea decaf and one sachet of milk. Oh, of all the things to forget, Annie. Good Lord, do you not like yourself? Right, that'll do it. That'll do it. Also stick a peg through the windshield. I don't know if I can show you that. Let me see. Stick a peg through it so that so it doesn't blow away, because it's really lightweight. Oh, it smells good. Then you can just seal it up. Take my glasses off. What am I doing? Oh, what I'm doing this morning. I don't know what I'm doing this morning. I don't know. Make this coffee. The wind's blown my brain away, I think. Anyway. It's alright. Okay, moment of truth. I don't keep it in there to keep the food warm, I keep it in there because it's nice and cosy, like a little hot water bottle. Little bowl of porridge. Let's go! Let's go! Ah well, that is me, had my breakfast, and considering that I didn't sleep very well last night, I'm quite, I feel quite full of energy. It's probably the wind, isn't it? sends you a bit loopy. I think I'm just going to pack up and head back down the hill. I don't know how much I'll be able to film because it's manky out there, and I'll probably have to just put the camera away because it'll get wet. There's a lot of moisture in the air. So if it clears up further down, I'll speak to you. But if not, I'll get you back at the van. Oh, everyone's going to be so wet. Right, let's pack up. That was a bit of a wrangle, but I'm all packed up and leave no trace, right? Just a wee dry spot of grass. Right, okay, I'm going to have to put you away in the bag because you're getting a bit wet. I'm going to crack on down the hill, try not to get lost in the hill. I think you're starting to mist over. Right, okay, let's get going, let's get going. I'm about halfway down. About halfway. My watch just clicked a kilometre. It's funny, I took like 2 steps and suddenly I was like below the clouds. It doesn't look like this from this angle, but suddenly the world comes back into view. Actually, more for me than for you perhaps. I reckon I'm about halfway down. Out of the wind for a minute as well, which is nice. Well, that's me back in the van, and I think I made the right decision to just get off the hill when I did, because roughly it took me about an hour to get off the 45 minutes, something like that, to get off the top of the hill back to the forest track. And by the time I got back to the forest track and turned back round to look up the hill, the top of the hill was covered in like a really dark, menacing looking cloud. So I suspect I would have been caught in some rain up there. I have to say I was very grateful to get back and finally get a coffee. Another lovely night, beautiful sunset and everything last night. Another beautifully grotty Scottish morning on the hills. Thank you for coming with you. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.